Hi, and welcome to Frederick County Public Schools. My name is Jonathan Kurtz, and I am this year's Teacher of the Year, and I'm also the coordinator of the Academy for the Fine Arts, which is a college and career pathway program for high school students who are interested in the arts. I have about 20 years of teaching experience, and if I could look back on my experience and go back to when I first started, I'd like to remind myself of a few things, and I'd love to share those things with you now. First thing, and I believe this is probably the most important, find balance for yourself and draw those lines early. It's no secret that teaching is a very demanding field. It's no secret that there's going to be more work to do than we can get done in a single day. And it's no secret that at times we're probably going to feel overworked and a little burnt out. That's just part of this job. You're never going to be fully compensated for everything you do. However, there's compensation in other ways that are memories that I just cannot value more. So, draw those lines. When it's time to stop working, stop working. Your family is important. Your mental health is important. Your free time is important, even what little there is of it some days. Some days you get more free time than others. But draw those lines and say, now it's time to focus on me. I need to rest so that I can be the best for my students tomorrow. You have permission to do that, and no one is expecting you to burn yourself out. Second, get to know your colleagues and let them get to know you. We have a very supportive staff at FCPS. Every teacher wants every teacher to succeed. And that's because we're here for students. We want students to succeed. We're not here to copyright and hide our best lesson plans. We want everybody to learn from what we're doing, even our failures. So get out there. If you're on a team of teachers, get to know them. Let them get to know you. And if you're a singleton like I was and I'm stuck at my own end of the building most of the day, get out of your classroom and go see the other end of the building sometimes. There are some wonderful teachers out there, and even if they don't teach the same content as you, they still have a wealth of information that can benefit you. Next, and I know you're all already going to do this, get to know your students. That's the reason we're all here. And relationship building is a key to academic success, but that also makes your classroom a community and a very welcoming place to be. Get to know your students' names. Call them by name. Get to know everything about them. Do they play sports? Are they into music? Do they have other crafts or hobbies that they're into? Do they have a game? Do they have a concert? And even if you can't go to those things when they invite you, just ask them how it was. You never know how much it means for a student when you're asking them about things and they know you remembered what they said to you. And also, when I come across high school students a lot, they're still unsure of what they're good at and what their gifts and talents are. So when you see that in a student, when you see something that has potential to develop into a very strong skill for them, tell them. Encourage students and affirm what they're very good at so that they understand who they are and can continue to develop. Next, get comfortable trying new things. There's a couple different teaching personalities out there. There's teachers that really plan down to the details. There's teachers that might plan on a post-it note. Both teachers can learn to be a little bit more flexible and adaptable. But if you plan in a lot of detail, be prepared for your lesson plan to not go the way you had planned it sometimes. And if your students are demonstrating interest in something you didn't plan on going in depth in, feel free to take that right turn and explore that area in depth. If students are demonstrating initiative and wanting to learn without you having to push them to do it, let them do it and let them explore what they're curious about. Also, demonstrate failure for your students. It is totally fine to fail and bomb in front of your kids. I've done it multiple times and we all laugh about it. If we can have a good laugh with each other and then we can demonstrate how do I make that better tomorrow, your students are going to learn how to do that. And they're not going to be afraid to fail like so many are. We've put a lot of pressure on kids through high stakes testing. A lot of them have become petrified of failing and they don't know how to do it. But when we look at the world of science, we can see that failure is very valuable information. It's not an insult to our character, it's just the way something turned out that we tried, and we can learn from that. And now I have the ammunition to make my lessons even better, or I know what not to do. That needs to be communicated to students, and they need to feel safe in your classroom, like they can fail and they can ask questions about how they can get better. We don't want to create students that are always looking for the right answer. And as we all know, sometimes there isn't one right answer. There's lots of wrong ways to do something, but there might be multiple ways to do something right. Allow your students to explore that. Again, I'd love to welcome you to Frederick County Public Schools. If there's anything I can do to help you, or if you just want to talk or go over anything, or you have any questions, feel free to contact me. I'm happy to meet up or talk over the phone or correspond through email. Anything I can do to help, I am willing to do it. But I want to wish you best of luck your first year here. Good luck with all your training. Reach out to your colleagues, make time for yourself, and most importantly, enjoy your time with your students.